Hello, everybody. Today we have Sal Escalante from Escalante Painting, and we're going to come back and find out all about him and how he got started at Escalante Painting. And we are back. How's it going, Sal?
It's going good. How you doing, Ray?
You know, it's been just another day in real estate paradise, my friend. Just another day in real estate paradise. Yeah.
Nice.
Got one closed today, another one in escrow. Just been humming right along.
Right on.
And how about you? What happened with you today?
Well, just waiting for the truck to get fixed, get some parts to come in so I can get back on the road. Got to take the work van in the following week. So as far as work vehicles, I'm laughing because I had got the truck fixed, or we thought nothing was wrong with it. And then they finally figured out what was wrong with it. And then I was going to take the van to go get worked on because the engine light came on that. So, it goes like that sometimes. What are you going to do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. And then all of a sudden everything works fine. Yep. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. So no worries there. You just got to keep grinding and do what you got to do.
There you go. Yeah. Keep it humming along. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's all we can do. Right.
I did some home paperwork, so I got some stuff done.
Well, yeah. There's always something to do when you're in business, right?
Yes. Hopefully.
I have found in all my years. So yeah, I started young. I bought a fruit stand when I was a junior in high school. So I owned a business right in high school. That besides doing lawns and paper routes and all that stuff prior, but I bought my boss's business. So.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
I had a moving business in high school. I fell into that by accident. I had it when I got my license. Bought a little Ford pickup, and when I was playing soccer, one of the kids on the team, their mom was a interior designer, and she had asked me, "Do you move stuff?" I said, "No." She goes, "Would you like to make some money moving stuff?" I said, "Sure." So I was moving some furniture, getting reupholstered, washers and dryers and refrigerators repainted. So I didn't do the fast food restaurant. I did my own little thing. So I thought that was cool.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Both entrepreneurial spirits from way back.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to go work for somebody. Not that I can't, but I just enjoyed my buddies be at fast food working all night. I'd go work for an hour or two and make this a little bit more and so I had to buy the cleats that I wanted.
There you go. So you were originally, did you say San Ramon?
No, I was born in San Francisco.
And
we moved to San Mateo. Then I joined the service. Then I ended up in Castro Valley. Then I had joined the union and didn't like the union. So I was doing side jobs. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go get my license. Got my license and just went for it. And then life happens. Closed shop for a while. And then right before COVID, I decided to reopen. And we got hit by COVID.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's been working out since I do drywall. There was a lot of drywall repair during COVID. I had autistic children that were putting holes in walls. So it worked out for me in the painting business and our background business because everybody was closing. Nobody was too afraid to go out. And I'm like, I'm going. Let's go. So it was kind of a blessing.
Every problem provides an opportunity if you will look at it from that perspective. So many people, a problem comes up and you gotta step up and look around and figure out what the next opportunity is because of the problem, right?
That's it.
So
Just got to get up and get it.
Yep. So in the service, which branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Navy.
Navy. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Everybody thinks I was in the Marine Corps because I worked with a lot of Marines. So it's like, when you work with them and you end up acting like them. So I just let it go. I just go, okay. I became one of them anyway since I was living with them so much. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I keep in touch with a lot of jarheads, my brothers, I call them. So
Yep.
more with them than Navy guys. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Guy I went to high school with, got in a little bit of trouble right after high school, and to keep out of trouble, he joined the Navy also.
All right.
And he was just going to do his stint and be done. And he tested high enough that in boot camp, he just bumbled around like he did all the time, and ended up polishing brass and typing for the admiral. Didn't have to do the whole boot camp thing. And then he ended up going in and becoming an aircraft mechanic. And he careered out and never once was on a ship.
Oh, neither was I. So, yeah.
Yeah, never once was on a ship. His last tour was what's right in the middle of California, the Navy base, just down past
in the desert.
water. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the one in the desert. Yeah.
So that's where his
the name's on my tongue, but I can't say it.
Yeah.
So
that's the last two stints was there, and he got out and moved to Las Vegas and got a job at the post office and careered out there. So
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The one guy that I never thought would be able to hold the straight and narrow.
Well, it does. It depends on what you do. It does make a man out of you. If you do it right, and you hang in there, it teaches you to get up and do what you got to do.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Right on. So, in the union, that was a painters union.
Yes.
Okay. How long was that stint?
That was 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Took you a while before you decided it wasn't what you wanted, huh?
No, I got vested.
Okay.
So I wanted to get vested, and I got vested. So I need to fill out the paperwork and start collecting. I don't want to wait till I'm in my 60s.
Right.
I'm supposed to do it when I'm 55, and now I need to get it done so I can start collecting on it. Start putting it away.
Yeah.
That retirement. Yeah. It ain't much, but it's something that I can invest and make it grow. So,
yeah. Well, you might talk to what's the new CPA in the group? Gary Daniel.
Gary. Yeah.
You might talk to him because you might pull the whole thing out as a lump sum, pay the taxes on it, and get it into an annuity. And by the time you retire, have a lot more money than pulling it out in annual payments or monthly payments.
Yeah, I might see if I can do that.
Yeah, I mean, because
or if I can get paid and live to be 90 years old, they'll still have to be paying me. So,
well, the annuities when they're set up right, they pay you all the way till death anyway. They're backed with an insurance policy, and it doesn't matter how old you are, you're able to collect whatever it is, and you just have to weigh which one works out the best. I mean, for my wife, when she retired, that's what we ended up doing with her retirement, was putting it into an annuity, and it sat there for 6 years before she drew anything on it, and but she's set with it all the way till the day she dies, and even after she dies, she'll be able to collect the kids will get the insurance premium. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, from the union, you started Escalante Painting over there, or you started
in the
it
Bay.
here?
No, I started in Castro Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then ended up over here.
Met a woman, fell in love, and I ended up in the Central Valley.
There you
That's
go.
why my number's 510. I didn't let it go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, because you got a lot of people over there that you did work for that can call you still, right?
I've had a few contractors that found out I was back in business and wanted me to go back to Bay. And I'm like, nope, not taking that drive. Enough work out here, and I try to go up to like the Sonora, Valley Springs area because they can't find contractors there.
Yeah.
And every time I go up there, somebody calls me off the sign of my truck. So I'm not gonna complain about that.
Yeah, not at all. It's crazy. You'd think that them hillbillies would be ready to work, but I've heard that time and time and time again, that call a contractor, schedule an appointment, doesn't show up, shows up late, does half the job and leaves, doesn't come back. Just some of the craziest stories I've heard about guys up there.
I don't want to. It's true, because that's what's kind of happening with me, but not on purpose. Because I'll have my little guy help me. We're driving up there Thursday. Got to go to Home Depot to get some more screws, and so I call the customer, had her on the phone. Do you hear that? This is what's happening. So I like to stay in communication, let them know that, hey, this is what's going on. I'll see you Tuesday, because they got parts come in, and hopefully Monday they get it done.
Yeah,
so I can get back up there.
Yeah, that's and that communication is the key. Communication is the key to anything. I mean, everybody has problems. The dog always eats the homework. The whatever, right? We all have some kind of a problem that we have to deal with, and as long as you let people know that it happened, and then follow up and get done, problems are just part of life. Right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. But some people think, contractors are flakes. Some are, some aren't. And most of the time I find out the ones that they call flakes aren't even licensed. They were just people that saying they were contractors.
Right.
So
yeah. Actually handyman. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's some good ones out there,
Oh yeah, no, there's lots and lots of really good ones out there. I know several. I have a whole pocket full of people that I can call on, right? So
yeah,
that's. But then again, I don't know what it is, that it seems that everybody I talk to, doesn't matter what stage up there they're working on, they're complaining about somebody that didn't show up or showed up and only did half the job, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So. That's a fact. I've taken over some jobs from that. He never came back, and oh my gosh, and I look around, and some of them I'm like, okay, I can see why this guy left. And some I look, I go, man, he was doing a great job. What happened?
Right.
So I don't know. He just stopped. So like life, we never know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. That's for sure. So, what did you do in between closing in the Bay and opening back up over here, besides get married and fall in love?
War. That's another chapter. But no, and then I got involved in the background business. When I was out here, it was hard trying to get work because I wasn't local. And then somehow I fell into doing background research My wife was working at the courthouse. It was the foreclosure market had hit. I had got a gig with Merrill Group Properties,
Okay.
and I had like 4 or 5 buildings for them that I was managing and boarding up and cleaning and managing and showing them. And then I got some more, and then the city of Stockton kept finding all the properties because when people would leave trash out, you have 3 days to get rid of it. But as soon as they were driving around, they were tagging the properties. So I would go, hey, dude, I got a video. I went this morning, and you're tagging something that hasn't even been there 3 days. Somebody threw it out today at 2, because I go in the morning with the video,
Right.
and then I go in the evening with the video. And they're like, no, I was there 3 days. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. You're wrong, but whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
And so they had called me and says, hey, I'm coming up. I'm figuring, oh, we're going to get another apartment building. And nope, we're pulling out of stock. And we're tired of getting fined and everything else. So I was like, okay,
Wow.
what am I going to do? Yeah, so they pulled out. And me just being me, still grinding, and started just doing some small handyman stuff. I put my license inactive for a minute because, it was kind of hard. And then I fell in the background business. Some guy came to the courthouse and had asked my wife, do you know anybody that knows how to use a computer? And she was like, well, my husband's unemployed right now. So we got into the background business, started doing that. And I figured, oh, I'll do this for a year or 2. Nope. Still do it. Still do stuff at night, for her, and send stuff off to the girls and do some inputting. So, and I had always did drywall and painting on little jobs here and there. And my daughter liked playing volleyball, and she liked playing travel ball. So that's not you got to have a little bit of money set aside for that. So I was always doing little side gigs, and that's how I paid for it. So. And now I'm going to be a grandpa. Now I'm grandpa. 4. So we got our son that we have here that passed away. Then we have a daughter that's a teacher in Redwood City. And my other daughter, she is a mom now. And then we got our little guy who helps me, who's 15.
Right on.
So, yeah. So we got 4.
Right on.
And then we got the grandson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just got our daughter married, and hopefully we get to see grandkids this coming year. Both the son and the daughter are both waited till late in life to get married, and so now we're sitting back hoping that they didn't wait too long.
You have some grandkids. There you go.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So
wow. That's exciting.
Yeah. That's what I get to do next weekend, help her move to LA. So her new husband got a job about a month before the wedding. They got married on June 3rd, and he got a job down in LA. So they're living over in San Francisco now, and he's been living in LA since 3 weeks before the wedding, I think it was, and then came back and got married, went to Costa Rica for their honeymoon, and got back on Father's Day, and now we get to help them move. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. That's what U-Haul's for.
Well, actually,
are you using a moving service?
Yeah, he's got a moving service. The hotel chain that he's working for, they're paying for the whole move and everything, but they don't have a place down there to put their stuff in. So everything's going in a pod and going to be in storage. So the move will be, clothes and plants and dishes and things that they're going to need to survive until they find a place and can move the pod back and move into their new place. So
that is the best way to move with pods. I don't care. I mean, my father-in-law's moved 3 or 4 times, living in his place, selling it, and everything we did, we started using pods. It was like, that was the best. It goes right to the driveway, throw it in there, they go store it, bring it back, boom.
Yep.
So
and not climbing up the ramp to put it in the truck. It's right down there at floor level. Yeah.
Yeah, and it comes out about the same because you got to rent the truck, you got to put gas, you got to go rent storage, you got to unload it, load it, unload it, load it. So it's just the pods are just the cat's meow in my eyes.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Done a lot of moving for myself, as well as my good buddy from high school. He got in the moving business, so I was a lumper for him anytime he got back into town in the early days, while he was in the moving business. And he started driving for Chevron, and now he sells big trucks. So
there you go.
Back in the day, I moved a lot of furniture, boy.
Same here. You own a truck, everybody wants you to hang. I said, no, I got ladder racks on it. I got my tools. Sorry, I can't. So, yeah. After I got, so I owned that fruit stand and had a Dodge 1-ton truck. Got back from Denver Diesel and Automotive College, and my grandma and grandpa were managing apartments in Tracy. And anytime anybody wanted to move, they were always calling me, and I was going over and loading them up and moving them here, moving them there. Moved a guy out of San Francisco, elevator just about this big. And he was on the 11th floor or 12th floor, up and down that elevator 1,000 times, got the truck all loaded up, and moved him over. Was in December when I moved him over, and in May, it was too damn hot for him. He says, I'm going back to San Francisco. Moved him right back into the same building, 2 floors down, but same building. It's funny you talk about you went to diesel mechanic school. I went to A&P school, aircraft and power plant. And my dad worked for the airlines, and he retired from there, big management and all that. But I was going to A&P school, and I was like, I don't like this, right? And I remember I was changing. I went to go sign out, and the teacher was a retired Air Force guy, and he was like, why are you leaving? Before you leave, let's check your grades, see where you're at. I said, oh, okay. So he goes, you're passing everything. I said, yeah. He goes, well, why are you leaving? I said, I don't like airplanes, man. He was just kind of like, what? Yeah. Aircraft mechanics, they're a different breed. But I'm glad I did, because I learned to do a bunch of different things. So
sure.
Every now and then, like my wife has crossfires, and every now and then we fool around with that. And, it's helped me do what I do, because I'm not just, a painter. I can do, I can read measurements. I do drywall. I can put in baseboards. I understand tolerances and all that. So,
put in decks.
Yeah, fixing decks. Yeah, doing some light plumbing, some light electrical.
Yeah,
I stay busy. Do what I got to do to pay the bills.
That's what a man's got to do. That's what a man's got to do.
I'm happy doing it. I mean, it's sometimes you have short days. Sometimes you have real long days, and some days you got a field trip, and I ain't got to ask somebody to freaking go with. Yeah. That's the whole, for me. That's been my favorite about working for myself. I'm not living in some mansion, but I've made time for my children. Yeah. And they have great memories from dad going on field trips. They got great memories. Dad not have to work when they got their sporting events. So that's what I've enjoyed.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, because you can't get family back.
No, you cannot. You cannot.
Yeah.
No. I knew I always wanted to have my own business. I just didn't know what it was, but I know I wanted to work for myself. I just knew I wanted to. And, before I left, I went and talked to, we had guys that had their own, why'd you stop doing your own business? Oh man, the money's great, but I was talking about paperwork. Oh, the money, or, oh man, screw that. Sometimes I had to work Saturdays. I didn't want to, or I didn't feel like looking at a job after I worked all day. And then other contractors I talked to, who were still oh, dude, I love it. I'm in charge of my own time. Once you understand what that means, you'll love it. Yeah, there's long hours. Yeah, there's paperwork. Yeah, sometimes you gotta look at jobs. But sometimes when you get a crew and you got everything rolling real smooth, you will love it.
Yeah.
So, and that's where I'm back in the growing stages again from before when I had a closed shop, and I'm just trying to figure out where I want to be and where I want to go.
Yeah.
Right now. So.
Yeah, getting the crews together is always a tough thing. I had transmission repair shop here in town, and when I bought that from Dad, and he handed me the keys, signing the papers and everything, he handed me the keys. He said, "Son, I only have one piece of advice for you." And I said, "What's that, Dad?" He says, "Never, ever, no matter what you do, ever jump into the labor pool head first, because it is extremely shallow."
It sure is. No, it is.
Yeah.
Your dad's right.
Yeah.
For sure.
A lot of people don't have the same work ethic that we do, right?
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to find a good guy or a good gal, and you do find them, and everybody wants to steal them because that's happened. That's actually happened twice during this second period.
Yeah.
Guys are driving around stealing guys as employees.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Yeah. It happens. That's for sure. Well, Sal, anything you would like to leave everybody with as we're finishing up here, besides all your information that's been scrolling down below there?
Yeah, no, I'm just, I'll pick the phone up. You can call me. I'll call you back. They'll never call. And if I can't answer, there's room on my voicemail, unlike some other contractors or other people. I check them. I want to call back. I want to be in communicado with everybody and do the best job I can possibly, you know? So, yeah.
Check him out on TikTok too. I've seen a ton of his. He's more prolific than I am on TikTok.
TikTok, that started as a joke. One of my girls says, "Oh, Dad, you don't know how to do this." I said, "Oh, it's on." So,
I'll show you how to TikTok. Huh?
Yeah, so I've actually gotten 2 jobs out of TikTok. So it's been kind of cool. So it's worked for me, and the social media is working for me. So it's I'm enjoying it. It's all brand new again, so it's fun.
Yeah,
scary and fun at the same time. And you know, what are you gonna do? You got to get out there.
Got to get out there. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Well, everybody, you need any painting, drywall work, you give Sal a call. Great guy. And you all go out and be the sunshine in somebody's rainy day. Never forget to see Ray to find your perfect home. And make sure and like, share, and follow. That is the best way to take care of me, is like, share, and follow. Ring the bell if you're watching this on YouTube. Thanks again, Sal. It was a pleasure. We'll do it again sometime.
You got it, Ray. Oh, yeah, definitely. I would like to do that again. I enjoyed it. You have a freaking blessed weekend. Yes.
All right. You have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you real soon.